what are your two game-changing plugins? I've just recently bought these two plugins, and you know, when you buy a new plugin, you're in the honeymoon period, and I'm fully aware of that. But these two plugins that I have just bought in the Black Friday sales, they are two plugins that are kind of a little bit AI. So anything that's, for me, right, anything that's AI, I instantly kind of are reluctant to go anywhere near, because when you consider things that are AI, it's a little bit like guesswork, kind of. It's like like these AI mastering, you kind of putting it into a computer's hand and just kind of going, please do an okay job, and 99% of the time, going by the mastering thing, it's terrible. And that makes me kind of reluctant to use anything AI related, because I feel like it's going to be terrible, or it's going to work once, and then the other 99% of the time it's going to be bad. And it's not. I know that if I dial this in and it's a static processing that I've put in, I've gone bang, there it is, it's solid, and everything's going to be right. Whereas AI is, if it's constantly changing, the first playthrough it could be changing like this, and then the second playthrough it could be doing this. So it's like it's constantly changing, which always to me seemed like it seemed like it wouldn't be right. So the two plugins that I've recently bought, and I honestly will say they are different class. One of them's Soothe, and the other one is Golfos. First of all, I'll talk about Soothe. Now, Soothe is game changing because it's not just a de-esser. We've all used de-essers, and we've all put de-essers on certain things that are a bit harsh, and as it gets harsh, sucks it down, and it's a less harsh. Soothe, on the other hand, is a great name for the plugin because it soothes everything that is harsh. I had some bells in a track that were just resonant and horrible, and using Soothe, they were lovely, and you couldn't have achieved what I was achieving with Soothe using anything else. And that's my honest opinion there, because Soothe, what it was doing was it was in real time changing these notches. So it was in real time finding the resonant frequencies, rather than a de-esser just kind of blanket across the whole of that frequency and just going the whole frequency down. This was going and adjusting in real time to these resonant frequencies. And as these bells sweeped, if I'd have used a de-esser, I would have had to have had this broad kind of de-esser that squashed everything up the top and the high mids. Whereas Soothe just kind of pinpointed as it evolved through that sound, and de-essed and controlled and smoothed out anything that was slightly resonant. And when I first put it on, and it done what it said on the tin, which was Soothe, it took me aback, and I was like, whoa, like there ain't nothing else that I've really experienced that does what Soothe does. And it was brilliant, and that is why I'm going to say it is my game-changing plugin. And The other one, okay, is Gullfoss. Now, Gullfoss, a lot of people go, what one should I get? Should I get Soothe or should I get Gullfoss? You get them both because they're nothing alike. Gullfoss is more of an enhancement tool. Now, the best way to explain Gullfoss is, imagine you get your sound, right? And you think, yeah, wicked, my sound, but the sound that I want is the sound that I want. I've got it. That's what I want, right? Then you put Gullfoss on, and it just goes, here's all the extra bits that you didn't know you wanted, but you want. And you can just enhance anything. Like, I was using it the other day on drums, I had it on some vocals, I had it on a piano, and the difference, if I took Gullfoss off, the mix just kind of, it made it a little bit dull. It wasn't like Gullfoss was the essential tool that I've been missing for donkey's years, and now that I have it, my mixes are so superior. It's not necessarily like that, but it is adding something that wasn't there before. And once you put it on a sound and get that reference point of, this is what it sounded like before, which what it sounded like before was perfect. But what it sounds like now with Gullfoss on is all the little enhancements that you didn't know about that you wanted for it to be more perfect. It's very difficult to explain Gullfoss, and it's one of them plugins that you just kind of put it on, you adjust it to how you want it, and then you just stand back and you go bypass on, off, and you go, wow, that's really doing something great. And then someone says to you, but what's it doing? And you go, I've got no idea. It's just doing something great. And it's just enhancing. And everyone I speak to about Gullfoss just goes, yeah, I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing what I want it to do, if that makes sense. There's something really special and game-changing about Gullfoss. It's just an enhancement tool that enhances whatever you put on it. Whatever you want to run through it, it just enhances it to a really, really good point. And that, all right, they're my two game-changing plugins that I would honestly recommend anybody going out and getting. I got Soothe. I think Soothe in the Black Friday sale was something like 30% off. Gullfoss was pretty similar, but yeah, I mean, go out and get them because they are really, really, really good plugins. And two plugins that I wish I'd have got a long time ago, because there's been, I've spent time trying to get the sound that these plugins get like that. And that's what's good. And although they're AI, and it's very hard to trust AI, these ones are very, very trustworthy. Trustworthy plugins. Very trustworthy. Fully recommend them. Yeah, check them out.